Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me.
It's Teofimo Lopez, 11-0, 9 KOs. The best to do it right now in the game is to take over. Shout out to BN Boxing News.
Hey, girls, continue. I've been welterweight champion of the world. Everybody go follow BN Boxing News.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lex is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me.
It's Teofimo Lopez, 11-0, 9 KOs. The best to do it right now in the game is to take over. Shout out to BN Boxing News.
Hey, girls, continue. I've been welterweight champion of the world. Everybody go follow BN Boxing News.
Greetings, boxing fans. You already know who it is. I'm in the building. Yeah, just a quick talk about Shakur Stevenson and Robson Conceicao. Yes, indeed. That fight was this past Friday in Newark, the home of Shakur Stevenson. There's a lot said about this particular fight. Mainly, a lot of fans don't think that Shakur Stevenson is ready for 135. There's a lot to be said about all of this, okay? It's a lot to be said about all of this. Number one, we all have to remember, and the first elephant in the room is Shakur Stevenson did lose his championship belts on the scale, okay? We have to remember that did happen. It was even said that Robson Conceicao that morning was 2 pounds over. And he was able to lose his 2 pounds. And Shakur Stevenson, he wasn't disciplined enough to lose his pound 0.6 over. So, okay, so both of them was in the same status, and Shakur Stevenson wasn't able to deliver, wasn't able to do what he was supposed to do. Okay? That's one thing. We all have to also remember, a lot of fighters, when they fight at home, when they fight in their backyard, they're not as disciplined as they should be. It sometimes ends up bad for them. They sometimes lose. A lot of shit happened. I mean, Jarrett Hurd happened to him. It happened to a lot of fighters in the past. You got to understand, they have friends, they have families, they got loved ones, kids, all of that stuff. They're trying to split their time with training and their loved ones. So they're not as disciplined. They're not probably in the gym like they should be. They're not going in as deep as they should go. They sometimes don't take the opponent serious like they should, or, that's a fucking threat. Coming to your town to beat your fucking ass. In this case, definitely. And that shit could end up bad. I mean, in the case of Robson Conceicao and Shakur Stevenson. But it ended up being a great fight for Shakur Stevenson. For it's my take. Shakur Stevenson ate a lot of shots. I will say that. Because Shakur Stevenson took a lot of punishment. I'm not used to seeing that when it comes to Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson usually has a great defense, and he usually don't take as much, flush shots to the head like I was seeing. It was spots in the fight where Shakur Stevenson got real frustrated. Right? Remember, he was fighting a very awkward dude. And Shakur Stevenson, threw the man to the canvas twice. I seen more low blows from Shakur Stevenson. Some of them edged the belt line, but several of them, I'll be honest with you, was below that belt line. So, not saying that Shakur Stevenson was trying to throw these low blows, but they were being thrown. Okay, let's put that out there. Shakur is usually, like I said, there's a lot of things about Shakur that just didn't match up. But as a fight fan, a guy who's watched many fights, there they're always gonna be that one awkward dude that's gonna give you a hard time. And I always relate it to the Danny Garcia and the Mauricio fight. The dude named Mauricio Herrera, I think that was his name, in Puerto Rico. Danny Garcia at the time was a great fighter. Mauricio Herrera, who couldn't beat nobody after Danny Garcia. Yes, he beat Danny that night in Puerto Rico, but he was very awkward. His style versus Danny's style, Danny couldn't deal with it. Mauricio Herrera went on to fight other people and couldn't do shit. Even though he looked great against Danny Garcia. I think this is one of the cases right here. Shakur versus Robson. I think Robson, although Robson, we all know he's a veteran fighter, he's a good fighter. He just, I don't know, man. I just think he was so awkward that Shakur just didn't have those answers like he normally have. I mean, Shakur did have some great flurries in the fight. Towards the end of the fight, once Robson Conceicao was broken down, but earlier in the fight, man, I mean, Robson was landing some fucking rights. He was landing a lot of rights, dude. It looked like Shakur was circling right for that hand. Like, why would you go for this man's puncher's hand? That's crazy. Shakur Stevenson stepped to him all night. I will give him that. Had Robson trying to fight off the back foot, but it was I don't know, man. It's one of those fights, man. He was giving and he was taking, and pause. But shit, bro. I'm just not used to seeing him fight that way. But Shakur Stevenson was tearing up the fucking head, and then sooner Robson put his guards up, he'll tear up the fucking body. So great fight by Shakur. But I just think a lot of us wasn't used to see him in a battle as such, which is why he's probably getting some of those negative reviews where people are saying he's not ready for the 135 weight class division. I think he's ready for it. I don't think he's ready just to go straight for the big guys yet, like the fucking Devin Haney's, the Lomachinkos, the fucking Gervonta Tank Davis. I think he should take one of the other lower tiers first, and then maybe move up to try to, then maybe not move up, but then maybe take on one of those big badass guys. Just pretty much fight someone in that weight class. Fight a fucking who was in that weight class? Fight that motherfucking that B-Hop dude, Chris Colbert dude. Beat his motherfucking ass. Cause he moved up to 135. Go get him. Teach him a fucking lesson. But I think he has a fight set up anyway with Frank Martin. Frank Martin might beat Shakur to the punch on that deal anyway, and beat his motherfucking ass. But off of that dude, back to Shakur Stevenson and Robson Conceicao, excuse me. Man, it was a great fight. Shakur did win that fight by unanimous decision. Robson Conceicao, man, that motherfucker wasn't going down. He was fucking. Like I said, he sustained. Like I said, maybe because he's the bigger guy, right? Being a bigger guy, man. I mean, you can take that fucking power from a smaller guy. So with that being said, when Shakur goes up to the 135 division, does his power transcend up with him? This fight kind of showed me that it probably won't in the beginning. But we never know. We got to see, man. We got to see. Like I said, it's going to be a great thing to see. I can't wait. I ain't going to lie to you. That 135 division is fucking heavy. I just want to see some great fights. Man. That's my whole deal when it comes to boxing. Enough of the bullshit and enough of the motherfuckers running. But as you can see in this picture, boy, that left hand was getting ready to land flush to the face. But Robson Conceicao, man, he was a tough one, man. That motherfucker wasn't trying to go down. He came to fight. He couldn't to New York for a job. Although he wasn't successful, that motherfucker he ain't just fucking leave like that. And I think that he can still become champion at 130. I'm being honest. That guy's pretty good. A lot of those belts are out there. Shit, you never know. You can still go back, brush some things up, and go back, and he might get one of them. They're out there for him. The belts are fucking out there for him, man. The belts are out there for them. So he knew what he got to do. But like I said, all in all, man, great fight for a Friday night. Listen, a little bit off topic. I didn't even know fucking Floyd Mayweather was fighting on Saturday morning or whenever that fight was. That's man. Hey, bro, my hat's off to Floyd Mayweather. Motherfucker is, like he said it himself, he's robbing the bank, bro. He's fucking doing his thing where he's straight robbing the bank. He's getting fucking, according to what I read, $20 million to fight this dude that he knocked out in the second round. Hey man, you can't do nothing but salute that dude, bro. That's a fucking hustle, man. Why go out there and why go out there and fight these fucking young killers in the fucking welterweight division when you can just do what he's doing, man? That's the fucking lick right there. If I was some of these championship boxers, I'll get the fuck out of this shit and go do what Floyd doing. Go fight, this shit here. These motherfuckers paying millions of dollars just to want to see Floyd fight. I don't know what type of shit is it, but hey, man, it's working for him. It is fucking working for him. I can't take away from it. But back to the topic at hand, Shakur Stevenson. I do think that the growing boy, him not being able to lose the 2 pounds, I think was because he was undisciplined. He was back home in New York. He probably did everything but fucking train hard like he usually does. He's usually one that's cut up. Like for the Jamel Herring fight, you can look at his body. Your motherfucker was cut up and ready to go. For this fight, he didn't look as chiseled. Even when he was doing that fucking the interview, when they were showing, I won't call it 24/7, whatever it's called that he was on prior to the fight, you could see that motherfucker eating, a Danish from fucking Starbucks. I said that then. This motherfucker's eating like that before the fight. So that kind of hit me the wrong way when I see a person eating something like a Danish, and then the next day or whatever, this motherfucker don't make the weight. Like, come on, bro. You got the audacity to show yourself eating a Starbucks Danish days before the fight and did not make weight. Come on, bro. It was just a lot of shit, man. That just bothered me, but I mean, it is what it is. That's a scratch against him. People look down on you, man, when you're undisciplined and you don't make weight. You got to make weight, bro. By all means, you have to make weight. And you go in there, and you fight a good fight, but not your best fight. Not what people are used to seeing you fight. That's the situation. This one, it's not that he fought a bad fight. It's just we're not used to seeing him get touched up like that. We're just not used to seeing him get touched up like that. It's very fast, very elusive. I mean, the type of power punches that he was landing, usually the guy in front of him goes down. This guy wasn't going nowhere. Very durable. This dude was standing up right in front of him. Sometimes trading shots with him. And just to see Shakur lose his shit and get mad and slam the dude to the canvas, causing him 1 point during one of his rounds. I was like, come on, Shakur. Just by seeing him getting fucking warned by the fucking referee over and over and over again. Come on, Shakur. It's not you. Dude, you're supposed to be the next best thing. We're watching you. For the most part, most of us are counting on you. You need to be the next best thing. Do what you got to do, my brother. Keep your cool. Be the technician that you are with the high IQ. Show us then you can do it. I don't recommend that he fight Newark anytime soon, especially for any one of his championship fights. Where do not fight Newark. Fuck that. Train in Colorado Springs like you normally do, and then fight somewhere else. Don't fight in your hometown. I don't recommend any fighters fighting in their hometown. I just don't recommend it. The results are not sometimes good, and therefore I wouldn't want that for my fighter. I'm just being real. Yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah, but other than that, great fight, unanimous decision. Hats off to Robson Conceicao. He did a great job. It's just his great job wasn't good enough. His great job wasn't good enough, you know. Take that to the bank. But Shakur Stevenson will go up in weight class, right? 135 pound division. I'm sure was put on notice. Everyone there should know he's coming. Devin Haney's going to probably fight and hopefully be victorious versus George Kambosos. And after that happens, hopefully he fights Lomachenko and becomes victorious versus him also. And relinquish those belts, man, and move up to 140. And then Shakur Stevenson, boom, hey, all the belts, brother. They're right there waiting for you. So a lot of them motherfuckers, they thought Devin Haney was going to just fucking move up and these belts are going to be right there just waiting for him. They knew, they didn't fucking think about there was going to be a fucking additional sharks thrown in that fucking water. A Shakur Stevenson and fucking Frank Martin. They ain't thought about that shit. The motherfucker was just thinking those belts are going to be out for grabs just waiting for him. Nobody won't be that fucking easy. Won't be that fucking easy. You got they threw some fucking contention in that motherfucker. Yeah. So don't think you gonna just go in there and never let them belts go. You gonna just go in the 135, just grab them motherfuckers. Just go grab these motherfuckers. Oh, lightweight is mine. So, no. Now we throwing some fucking problems. It won't be as fucking easy. Won't be as easy. And it's what it is. After the fight, ESPN posted. Let me see, can I post this real quick? Top ranks. What is this? Top 10, 135 contenders. Devin Haney being number 1. Vasily Lomachenko being number 2. I don't see how he's over Gervonta Davis, but fuck it. Then Gervonta Davis, then Furious George Kambosos. Teofimo Lopez is no longer in 135 lightweight division, so why they put him on there? Then Joseph Diaz is over Isaac Cruz. I don't even know these lads. Well, I know Javier Fortuna. Gustavo Limons, Zor Abulev. Where's fucking Ryan Garcia? He ain't even on the top 10. Wow. Ryan Garcia down this motherfucker now in the fucking top 10? Somebody probably in fucking trouble. They probably mixed up Ryan Garcia's name with Teofimo Lopez. I can guarantee you somebody fucked up. I can guarantee you that shit. Somebody in fucking trouble. I can guarantee you that's what happened. You know, it's too late to clean the shit up, but pretty much what they meant to do, and they didn't do it. But that's something to look at. So now, all right, these are the top 10. Now you gotta take out Teofimo Lopez name in there, right? And this motherfucker here, bro, Gustavo Limons. Motherfucker, you 28-0. I mean, who the fuck you fought, bro? I got to look at you got the same fucking record with Devin Haney. Man, who are you? I'm gonna fucking look you up. I'm going to see who you fought, and I'm going to watch a couple of your fights to see who are you and see what you about, because you got a hell of a record, Brian. Never heard of you. You must be back home just fighting motherfucking setups. Something, because I just never heard of the dude. But Teofimo Lopez got to come off this list. Ryan Garcia, yeah, all right, let's put his punk ass on there, and add fucking Shakur Stevenson got to go on here. And once that happens, man, shit, we'll see. That's all the fucking contenders, because that's what's going to end up happening, bro. What's going to end up happening is, if you look at it, think about it again, right? Top 10, right? Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez are going to get removed off this list. I'm talking about within the next year, right? 2023. I'm not talking about right now. Devin Haney's going to move up. Teofimo Lopez already moved up. They're going to add Ryan Garcia to the list, and then they're going to add Shakur Stevenson to the list. And those 10 will be your contenders. And I could clearly see Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson being those dogs. I could clearly see them motherfuckers just coming in there and just rubbishing and relishing, just going through everybody. That's gonna be some shit to see. I mean, that's gonna be awesome. I ain't mad at him. You know. But boxing has been great. I mean, I can't complain. I think that we as fans, we deserve that shit. As long as they keep bringing those type of fights to us, competitive fights that we know it's going to be hard for both opponents, I think we're going to be satisfied. Don't care to see a fight where I know who the winner's going to be. If we all know who the fucking winner's going to be, it's not a good fight. I don't know who thinks that's a good fight. And it's like to see tough competitive fights. Like when I watch a tough competitive fight, sometimes all my fucking chest hurt, bro. I'll be fucking scared for this motherfucker or that motherfucker. And it end up being a great fucking fight. And that's the shit I like. You know. Oh, that's good shit though. But Shakur Stevenson, he's ready. But I wouldn't go in there, motherfucker, and just fight the top dogs off the back though. Right off the rip. That won't be recommended. That's not something I would advise. Fuck no. Not something I would advise. But let my dog in this little house before I go to work. Yeah, I work for the man. Gotta do something, man. Can't depend on this YouTube. Shit. Nah, man. But great fight though. Both guys, take my hat off to them. Robson Conceicao for not just fucking laying it down, for giving Shakur Stevenson a tough, competitive fight, from standing in there and doing what you do. He could have easily just took his fucking money once Shakur Stevenson was over on weight. He could have easily just took his fucking money and just ran off. That motherfucker wanted to fight. So a dude like that, you gotta take the hat off to him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fucking say, you know what? This motherfucker's the real deal. The real fucking challenge. You know, I like dudes like that. He gave us a fight, bro. He could have took his money and not given us a fight. He took the chance. I mean, even though he didn't come up successful, that motherfucker took a chance. So, dudes like that, I'm always rock with him. Win, lose, or draw. I'm always rock with him. I'm always give him his fair shake. Because he deserves it. The motherfucker who tries not to fight, those are the ones I don't really rock with. I ain't giving you and showing you no love. Shit. I rocks with this dude, man. I rocks with this dude. But thank everyone. Make sure y'all like this video, man. Make sure y'all share this video. Make sure y'all comment and let me know that you checked it out. It's always good to know everybody's watching my videos, right? But just tell me how you feel about this fight. Tell me what you thought about it. Tell me what you think about Shakur Stevenson. Do you think he's ready for the lightweight division? The junior, let me know. That's what I need to know. Am I looking at this shit right? I think he's ready. I think Shakur is ready. I think this is just all fighters are able to have a night off. And that was probably his night off. He didn't look that bad. We just so used to seeing him look awesome. You know what I'm saying? We used to seeing him just doing his fucking thing, which he did do. He just does it in a better fashion. And I just think that we all expected more out of him. And he gave us what he had. And that was good, man. I'll take that. Run with it. I'll run with that shit. Definitely run with that, man. Shakur Stevenson's ready for the big dogs. And we all got to be here waiting for it. Because it's coming. Yes, sir. I ain't mad at you, but thank everyone for coming in, tuning in, checking out BN Boxing News. I'll be on here, man. Sometimes, man, it's a motherfucker to get on there. But I'm on here doing my thing. And I thank all my supporters. I thank everybody who sends me cash apps and PayPals. Man, that shit's greatly appreciated. Never want to go out without mentioning that shit. All right? Never going to be on here begging nobody. Well, the motherfucker give it, I'm going to take it. All right? Well, thank you for everyone who tuned in, watched my video, supports my channel. And when I say support my channel, that means all you got to do to support my channel is give me a motherfucking like, a click, right? Get on my shit. Give me a like, and give me a comment. That is supporting BN Boxing. You don't have to give me no bread. The bread is extra. The bread is awesome. But just by you coming on my shit, commenting on my shit, and hitting that like button, fucking with the algorithm, that's good enough for me, and I appreciate you. So, just wanted to make sure I mention that shit. And with that being said, thank everyone on here for fucking with your boy. And as always, I'm out here. BN Boxing News. Peace. Peace, and we out of here.